Good morning, honorable adjudicators, esteemed opponents, and my fellow debaters. Today, we stand on the proposition side, strongly supporting the motion this House would give social service and skill training for gambling offenders rather than imprisonment. We believe that gambling is not a violent crime but an addiction, a psychological and social issues that requires rehabilitation rather than punishment. Sending offenders to prison only isolates them without addressing the root cause of their behavior, while rehabilitation through skill training and social service give them the tools to recover and reintegrate into society. Firstly, rehabilitation is more effective than punishment. Prison does not cure compulsive gambling, it merely locks offenders away temporarily. Through training programs and counseling, offenders learn financial literacy and vocational abilities that prepare them to real-world opportunities. For instance, Singapore's National Council on Problem Gambling provides counseling and financial management programs that have been shown to lower the lapse rates among offenders. This demonstrates that skill training directly tackles the cause of gambling while punishment does not. Secondly, this approach breaks the cycle of reoffending without opportunities. Ex-offenders often relapse into gambling or turn into crimes such as fraud or theft. Skill training, however, gives them steady employment and income stability, reducing the temptation to gamble again. Evidence from New Jersey Gambling Treatment Diversion Court shows that participants who complete rehabilitation and skill training were far less likely to reoffend compared to those who serve prison time. Clearly, giving offenders skill reduces the risk of repeat crimes. Beyond that, rehabilitation is far more cost-effective than imprisonment. Housing an offender in prison costs the state large amount of money, while producing little positive change. On the other hand, the Central Java Ministry of Law and Human Rights plans to complete the prison in Purwokerto Regency worth of 43 billion rupiah. By contrast, community-based training and rehabilitation program under command source and local government requires far fewer resources than empowering participants to become financially independent. This proves that skill training is not only socially effective but also economically smarter for Indonesia. Moreover, social service strengthens reintegration into society. When offenders engage in community service, they learn empathy, discipline, and responsibility while also repairing their harm they have caused. In Singapore, offenders who undergo community service program not only live with trust to society but also report higher self-esteem and reduce dependence on gambling. This restorative justice model benefits both the offenders and the community, unlike prison, which isolates and stigmatizes. Furthermore, the mental health dimension must be addressed. Many gambling offenders suffer from stress, depression, or compulsive tendencies, and prison does nothing to help this condition. Rehabilitation, on the other hand, offers counseling and therapy that treat addiction as health issue. A Canadian study revealed that untreated gambling addiction often escalate into financial crimes, while offenders who joined therapy and training programs were significantly less likely to reoffend. This shows that addressing mental health directly is more effective than locking offenders away. In conclusion, social service is skill training provide solutions that imprisonment cannot. They rehabilitate offenders, reduce reoffending, save money, reintegrate people into society, and address mental health struggles. With real-world evidence from Singapore, Indonesia, and Canada, it is clear that this approach is not just more humane but also more effective. For this reason, we firmly believe that gambling offenders should be given social service and skill training rather than imprisonment. That's all from me. Thank you.